In the Women's Soccer World Cup, where England made the final, lost to Spain. Here is reaction from Sky News UK. That's UK, not Sky News Australia. No, no, no.
What jumps out of you is that this doesn't sort of represent diverse Britain. It's all these blonde, blue-eyed girls, and, you know, I wish them well, but I do think we need to ask ourselves questions about why is it that we've got it has a lack of diversity. You need some sort of representation there to say, whatever background you come from, you could get to this sort of level.
Because Britain doesn't look like that.
Yeah, and it's so important when you speak to these little girls that they see someone that they can relate to.
Exactly. It makes such a difference. That little girl might then end up playing football because she's seen someone who looks like her.
But it doesn't detract
It's fashionable to knock men, but if this was a man, it would be...
Kosha, there's so much to unpack here, including the absurdity of suggesting black athletes are underrepresented at the elite level. I mean, that is just as someone who's never watched sport anywhere. But what's your reaction to that?
I think, you know, it's really intellectually lazy or maybe even intellectually dishonest, because they try to frame everything in moralistic terms, and little girls from all backgrounds want to look up and see themselves and the possibilities. Everybody agrees with that sentiment, but then they misapply it in this context. It doesn't make sense, and they know better. It would have been great if one of those journalists had asked a simple follow-up question. What do you think about the NBA? Is it representative enough? Because it's in the reverse, and you never see that.
Or the English athletics team. You know, have a look at the English athletics team and see the racial diversity there. I mean, do they ever say, oh, why aren't there more whites in the track team? I mean, because the best people are selected. It's a merit-based system. There's no affirmative action in elite sport.
Should
yet.
Here we are. And it's your point from earlier, Rita, that it's only one way. The diversity call-outs are always ever only one way. It's never the other way.
Absolutely. Let's give the final word on this issue to broadcaster Rafe Mandel Hayko, who tweeted, England is 4.2% black. 13% of the Lionesses are black. So that's 3 players on the 23-strong squad. That's 3 times more than the wider population. People like Wilfred Emmanuel Jones, that was a gentleman we heard from, are so immersed in identity politics and their own self-created ethnicity bubbles that they are completely cut off from reality. Hard to imagine him calling out the British athletics team for being too black. For such people, more diversity no longer means equal representation. We must stop being afraid to expose this nonsense and call it out for what it is. Well said, sir. That was summed it up beautifully.